Yeah, what's going on, people? This your man Big A, smoking, no joking with Big A. Now, this series is all about frying something. So every time I cook, I'm gonna give you a little bit of tidbit of what I'm cooking. So today we about to fry some chicken. Now, there's gonna be the obvious. You got to get intimate with your food. But before we do that, let's talk about seasonings. So I like to season my chicken with the staple, right? You can do regular salt, as you see here. There's some salt, but I like to use the adobo because for me that adds a lot more flavor when you season in your food. Then of course you've got ground black pepper, as you see here, and I do add a little garlic powder. Now for the color, you know how your chicken gets this kind of brownish color? I like to dabble in the paprika. Now for those that are a little health conscious, like me, you got to mind your salts. I actually do use Dash, the tabletop blend. Hey, Dash, looking for my monies. So these are the staple seasonings that I'll use to season up my chickens when we get ready to do that. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's take a look here. We've got the chicken going, right? I've got it. I'm a proponent of ensuring that your chicken is fully thawed, right? Once the chicken is thawed, now check this out. I'm gonna get all up in there, right? I'm gonna be kind of liberal. This is the adobo that I'm putting on there first. I'm gonna be liberal with it. I'm not gonna over season it. And then we're gonna come over here, and as you see, I'm gonna start adding in the black peppers. And I mean, be liberal with the black peppers. You want to get it all up in there. The question is if you wanted to add a little spice or a little bit of bang, you could have done a little cayenne pepper in there, right? That adds a little bit of flavoring, as well as a little pop for the hot. Now I'm going to come in here with some garlic powder. Now notice, I'm being quite liberal with the garlic powder. I'm a component of garlic powder because I believe to all foods, it is like a seasoning flavor booster. And you add a little garlic to it, right? So that's the garlic powder. Now here is the paprika. Now you remember when I talked about the coloring. So adding paprika not only levels out the flavor. So if garlic is a flavor booster, paprika is a flavor leveler. Look at that name, right? A leveler of flavor. And I'm quite liberal with it. That's gonna add this kind of texture and color. And again, for my health conscious brethrens, you know, we got to watch that salt. I tend to use the Dash tabletop salt blend. It is low to no sodium, especially affecting us with the high blood pressure, things like that. You want to be conscious of that. So that's the seasoning. Now, the last part is to get all intimate. So I'm going to blend all this seasoning in. I've got a technique. I'll let it sit anywhere from 15 minutes to a half hour. If you go with the half hour, put it in the fridge, right? Until you get ready to take it out. But about 15 minutes, I'm gonna let it sit here in the seasonings, and then we're gonna get to the flouring. That's when we get real intimate. So I know I talked about it. If you want to add a little bit of spice, you know, some people like that kick. So you want to add a little spice to your fried chicken. You want a little kick. Of course, you can do some cayenne pepper. Be light on it unless you really want it to go there. But I also use this. If you notice, that's that Dash extra spicy, right? Again, watching my salt intakes. This is no salt-free sodium, but it actually has some kick to it. So if you ever there, Dash, looking for that money, you can go ahead and get you some extra spicy Dash. I think you'll enjoy this. Go ahead and take a look right here. As you can see, I had it sitting down in the seasonings, right? So now this is all ready to be prepped, and we're gonna grab some flour and then get all intimate with our food. So as you can see here, flouring. Now flouring is a skill. You want to make sure that you get all up in there with your flour because you're going to need a little bit of extra. So notice what I did here. I kind of coated the chicken, right? But I'm actually going to give it just a little bit more. And the reason why I'm doing this is I know that I have to rub this chicken all through the flour. So here's an example. You take your one piece of chicken, as you can see here, but the other side has no coating. You still need that extra flour. Put it all in there, and when you know your chicken is good and coated, it'll look something like this. Notice the flour all around it, and the seasonings that's locked in on top. So we'll take another piece, right? I'm doing wings here, but this flouring as well as the seasoning technique is for all your types of chicken, whether this was fried chicken breast, chicken cutlets. I mean, my people done ate everything on the chicken from the snooty to the tooty, boy. So there ain't nothing that you can't cook when it comes to the chickens. But you want to make sure that you are flouring your chicken well. And you'll see why once we actually get it up in to that hot oil. That's how it should look. See all them pieces? If it ain't got flour on it, get intimate. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Get all intimate with your food. Make some love to it there. See there? That's a good coated piece of chicken. Hey, all right. So now that I've got that chicken all seasoned up and ready to go, I'm a multitasker. So I've got the rice going, I got the oil heating up, and now we about to go ahead and lay this chicken down inside of the oil and fry us some chicken. So you can see this oil right here, right? Now there's a little test that I do to see if your oil is hot enough. I'm just gonna drop a little bit of flour in there. Now, if that flour don't get the sizzling and popping, your oil ain't hot enough. Let your oil get hot enough. That's the first rule of frying chicken. Your oil's got to be hot when the chicken hits the pan. And as you see over here, I multitask. I got the rice brewing, boom, and we about to drop this chicken. So you see there, we got that chicken all nice and coated. Like I said, everything on the chicken from the snooty to the tooty. But then if you look over here, I'm gonna drop a little bit of that flour. See how that sizzling there, right? So now once that happens, you want to take your chicken, and once you drop your chicken in there, it should be sizzling like that. Now, my technique, I call it the 3-minute protocol. You want to put this on this high heat for about 3 minutes. Then I'm going to go ahead and reduce the heat, right, to about half of what it is. Over here, if I've got it on high, I'm going to go halfway through, right? And then I'm going to cook on the other side for 3 minutes. And I'm going to keep doing that and go on a 3-minute protocol. Flipping, 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 so we get an even coat and even cook throughout all the chicken. So here's a little tidbit for you. A lot of people talk about whether or not you cover up your chicken while you're cooking. I do it for the first 2 flips, and the reason why I do that is I like my chicken cooked to the bone. And as you can see here, the containment of the heat, it kind of helps cook that chicken. So we've got a full pan of chicken going. I'm going to cover it. I'm on my 3-minute protocol. Once I do my first flip, I'll go 3 minutes then, but then the final flips is where I'll leave it uncovered to get some evaporation and kind of ensuring that I get it cooked down to the bone. So this is the first time that it's on there. I'll keep the lid on there. I'll flip it, right? Put the lid back on there. That's the 3-minute protocol, so about 6 minutes. Then after that, I'm going to take it off, and we're going to reduce the protocol. Then I'm going to go 2 minutes. Then I'm going to flip 2 minutes. Then I'm going to go 1 minute. Y'all see where I'm going? Then I'm going to flip. Then I'm going to go another 1 minute. So that's how we're going to do it. Ooh-wee, we into the hot stuff. Now, you ever cook pancakes and you don't want to flip the pancake until the one side is nice and golden brown? Take a look at this right here. All right? I'm going to go ahead and flip this chicken over. And as you notice, we've got the one side that's nice and golden brown. And now I'm going to get my flip on throughout this whole, look at that one right there. See that nice golden brown texture? Now you know you're ready for your first flip. So this is our first flip. I'm going to flip it. And then I'm also going to reduce my heat to half. You understand? Because I want to make sure that this chicken is getting cooked down to the bone. Let's flip it over there. Look at all that nice golden brown juiciness. Boy, we about to do some eating. Right, so we going to check the consistency of our rice as well, because I like to get things done at the same time, you know? So I'll take a few of these granulates off now. Okay, a little bit more. I turned the heat down so this can kind of cook and be done at the same time as the chicken that's cooking over here. We about to go into our second flip. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get on that 2-minute protocol, but check this out. Look at the other side of that chicken. See how it's darkening up there? So now we'll flip it again. Look at all that. It's all nice and browning, right? But now we're going to go on a 2-minute kind of flip protocol for our chicken. All right? Notice now that I done flipped that chicken, I'm not going to cover it. I'm not going to cover it. This is the 2-minute flip. Now, the last technique I'm going to show you before we pull this chicken off is right at that last minute. That's when I'm going to turn the heat up. Because by then, the rice should be done. And then we're going to have the sides added to it. So again, stay on the 2-minute protocol. Leave the lid off. Just let it cook. Do one more good flip. Then after that, you're going to go on the 1 minute, and you're going to turn your heat up high. And we're going to be eating like kings up in here. Ooh-wee. Take a look there. So we done pulled it off. Y'all see all that golden, fresh fried chicken. Then you come over here and it's like, yo, Big A, I see you got the rice, but what's going on with the vegetables? Notice I got the big salad ready to go. Of course, we got the staples. I put this on everything. That's a little hot sauce there, and we about to eat like kings. So, all in all, a meal like this take you about 30 minutes. You and your family gonna have some lovely fried chicken. Same techniques will work whether you frying cutlets, chicken breasts, chicken wings, legs, thighs, you name it. This technique will have you have wonderful, golden, juicy, succulent fried chicken. Once again, this is Smoking No Joking with Big A, the Fried Chicken Series.